Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Michelle Nantucket.
And this is Sean.
Welcome to TNT Big Show. Let's get to it. This is the Nintendo Switch 2. Yes, the official trailer has...
Reveal trailer.
Yeah, reveal trailer has been launched. Leave it to good old Nintendo to shadow drop the damn thing.
And I tell you, I just can't believe what this system looks like. Because, you know, there have not been no leaks or anything.
I mean, you know, I'm going to say that I was excited to see it, but I hated the leaks. Does it look like what we thought it was going to look like? Yeah, pretty much. And it's been confirmed now that pretty much Nintendo was telling us that you can play the controller like a mouse. Yeah. So when I heard some of the comments, it's not going to be innovative. So name me all the other consoles where you can play the controller, the main controller, like a mouse.
Mouse, yeah.
That's never been done before. You guys are just looking at the branding of the Switch 2, and that's not fair. You know, you want Nintendo to be left field every time. Well, guess what? Unfortunately for Nintendo, that left field thinking always got them sometimes in trouble.
Yeah, but we still don't know what the quote-unquote C button is for, so...
That's Nintendo showing off the sticks. They made that an emphasis. I think they were trying to tell people the drift problem for 97%, 95, 97% of the time is fixed. You're never going to get 100%, and that's the sad reality. But if you can get it down to only 3 to 5% screw-ups, then you're in good shape.
Nintendo overplaced them, so...
Yeah, but that's wrong. The only disappointing thing was that there was only one game shown.
Yeah.
However, it was a
big one, Mario Kart 9.
Yeah, go ahead.
But there are some criticisms of how the game looks. And how, remember when they first showed Mario Odyssey? Remember that? Just no enemies, hardly, just a plain. The graphics really didn't look all that much more interesting than the Wii U.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, really, well, duh, Sean, it's I know, this is a demo.
Yeah.
Wait till the full game gets finished.
Right.
But they're already saying, this doesn't look good, this looks awful, this doesn't look...
They're trolling.
Yeah, they're trolls.
It looks good.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks great, and it's just, look at how big the area is.
It looks huge.
Right, that's what they're kind of hinting at, is that it's going to be a more open, big experience.
What do you mean, Sean? If you recall, when Miyamoto will come out there laughing, well, welcome to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, new DLC. You're like, no. Hey, it's been so long since we...
God, don't do that to us, Nintendo. Yeah. The only sucky part is now waiting for the games, which...
Well... There's a good and a bad to that, Michelle. What do you mean, Sean? Yeah, you got a stinky winky that you gotta wait for. But I expect today or tomorrow, some third party has just been confirmed for the Switch 2. Metal Gear Solid 9 has just been confirmed for the Switch 2. Star Fox 92. You know, I expect a lot of games starting to be announced for the Switch 2. And they'll show a photo or an image or something now. They can do that now. They're free to do that, so it'll keep us at least mouth-watering until the games actually can be shown and stuff. But yeah, people are just going to start announcing titles for the Switch 2 now.
That's true. They're going to start announcing games for it, which will be great. And I don't know, I can just see that people are going to get ready for this.
Yeah.
April 2nd is going to be the Direct. Probably, I'd say, around an hour, maybe longer, for Nintendo to really show this puppy off. And the leaks, unfortunately, turned out to be true. Most of them did. The U-shaped stand, which actually does look pretty unique. The Joy-Cons being a little bit bigger, the screen being bigger. Having them attach on the side now instead of just sliding in and out. And being able to play it like a mouse, having a C button. Well, it's not really a C button.
We'll see what that extra button is for.
Yeah, we'll see what that's for. But, and what did I think of it being unveiled? I think that Nintendo just went for a more straightforward approach. Kind of telling you what was going to be different this time, you know, just showing the system, basically. they're going to hide the games basically for the big direct. I personally would have shown 1 or 2 more games, but I understand because Nintendo wants people to be floored by the big announcements coming. And for some odd reason, it seems like Nintendo wants to show this after their fiscal year ends March 31st. They're doing it on April 2nd. At first, when I saw these tweets, Blue Sky comments coming in, it said Nintendo Switch 2 Direct April 2nd. I was like, oh, come on, guys. I was like, an April Fool's joke. I was like, isn't it a little too early for that? And then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait, stealth? Like, wait, no. I was like, my God, Nintendo shadow dropped the damn thing. What a Nintendo thing to do.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Some people were swearing on a stack of Bibles that this was going to be shown on the 16th and they turned out to be true. Turned out to be correct. It's because there wasn't a coming soon, I mean, like I said, y'all think Nintendo's losing their craziness. They haven't. They're still going to do things that other companies don't do. They just found the right stable economic system. They're tired of going through the radical ups and downs and everything. From now on, you'll have controllers that'll be innovative and stuff. I mean, because come on, really. You guys are like, Nintendo always innovated. The Super Nintendo was not innovative. Oh, okay, Mode 7 and stuff.
Yeah, Mode 7 and the controller.
But that's what I was getting ready to say. It was the controller. The 64 itself had 4 ports, which was cool, but it was the controller. The GameCube, really wasn't nothing innovative about it, but the controller was nice and looked different. And the Wavebird came along.
Yeah.
Now the Wii, on the other hand, the controller.
Very innovative. So was the Wii U. I don't care what people say about that system.
Right.
It was very innovative. It was.
Yeah, so Nintendo hasn't always innovated.
But when they do...
Whammo.
Whammo, yeah.
As I know a lot of you all are like, is it going to be like this from now on to Switch 3, 4? Yeah, that's, you guys got to look at it. Nintendo's an expanding company. And you don't want your profits to shrink.
Just like the iPhone.
Yeah.
They're up to iPhone 16, 17.
Something like that. Yeah.
But really, folks, the only people who's not doing that is Microsoft. But Sony, everybody else, video games, PC, handhelds, everything, they're doing the number thing.
Yeah. Sometimes I do wish Nintendo fans were more like Sony fans. When the PlayStation 2 got announced, people lost their mind. Instead of, well, I would have liked this or that. Leave it to god dang Nintendo fans, especially on Nintendo Life.
Yeah.
To kind of suck the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
You guys aren't critical just because you want to point out something.
I think they're really Sony ponies pretending to be Nintendo fans.
Sometimes that's what I think too, because I mean, I'm just sitting there like, look, what did you expect the new system to hold, be like a never before seen virtual reality, no glasses 3D thing?
They still would have complained about it.
Oh, yeah. Just give us the games, Nintendo. Stop being so left field all the time.
Yeah.
Now that Nintendo stopped that, what happened to Weird Nintendo? I miss that. Boy, you guys are really something else. You know that?
Yeah, exactly.
So believe me when I say, shut up. Stop the nonsense. This is going to be good for Nintendo.
Yep.
They are going to have a stable market now where you can play this as a hybrid, as a dedicated console, or a dedicated handheld, or a bit of both. It still makes Nintendo unique because they're the ones who started it. Now everybody, well, they didn't, but they made it popular,
Right.
There was this thing called the Razor or something like that. Blunty talked about it, and it was the prototype of the Switch.
Right.
But it was too big and clunky. Yeah. Nintendo perfected it. Now everybody rips off Nintendo as usual. Yeah. And it's always going to be, when you think of a system now like the Steam Deck, and I know the Steam Deck's not in competition with the Switch. It's not. It's a great system. It really is. You get to play all your PC games on the go. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but there's like 15 to 20 different PC handhelds now.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, what are they known as? Switch imitators.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Even the Steam Deck and them are known as Switch imitators.
Yeah.
And what's going to make the Switch 2 unique is the controller. But it's a Joy-Con with new functionality. Like playing it like a mouse, and what is that damn button? Is it a...
Yeah, I know. mysterious quote-unquote C button.
Do I think there'll be any new features? Like, I hope Nintendo brings back Miiverse.
I did too.
Yeah.
But something I hope Nintendo clarifies. They said that not all Switch games will play on the Switch too, and that has me a little worried.
Maybe, as Nintendo Life did talk about this, that may mean stuff like Labo and...
Well, I hope so. I hope that's it, because I hope they're not doing region...
No, I don't think it'll be region locked, because they had no problems with that.
That's what I mean, or...
I just think it's going to be some things like Labo and stuff, where... Some of the peripherals may not work.
Right.
Like Ring Fit Adventure. For all you housewives out there, you'll probably have to get a Switch 2 and get Ring Fit Adventure 2.
There's going to be a sequel to that game.
Yeah. As far as the price goes, I'm going to stay $3.99. And maybe $4.50 with a game
bundle,
Since Mario Kart 9 looks like it's pretty much been confirmed, I think we're going to that game bundled and just let the money roll in. Just sit back and let the money roll in. See, I know a lot of you guys are used to the video game industry being young. Well, it's not that young anymore. People are like, how come there's not as much innovation? It's not that, it's just that, what can you keep doing? Because you guys have, I will say this, you guys are to blame. Too Human, and I was not the biggest fan of the game, but they offered a new way to control, a new way to play action games and stuff, and you guys rejected it.
Yeah, you rejected it.
Nintendo did something like the Wii Remote, and you guys rejected it. You wanted standard controllers and stuff. So what do you want these companies to do?
That's what I mean. But then, when they do something standard, why isn't it innovative? We want something different.
Yeah, I mean, what's happening is the video game industry is maturing. Not everything is going to just keep innovating, What you're going to have is not revolutions anymore, but evolutions, and that's fine. You can still make video games exciting and fun, just, you got to know now that the days of adding on more buttons, because come on, how many more buttons you're going to need for games now?
Well, and I hate to say this, but there is something innovative about the Switch 2.
Well, the mouse controller.
The mouse controller.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Because a lot of PC gamers, they get their Pro controllers or whatever, analog controllers, and then they go to switch back and forth. I want to play a mouse game. I want to play a shooter. I want to play a mouse. With this, you don't need. You just have to use the controller. And I guarantee you, a lot more PC titles are going to come to the Switch now. And the third-party development, well, I hope Nintendo first-party does, but they're going to make a keyboard for this.
Oh, yeah, if they do.
Just are.
Like I said, mouse and keyboard is just not my thing.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the innovation, though, that Nintendo's doing. Yeah. So when you guys say there's nothing to do with it, I'm like, boy, you really didn't pay attention, did you?
Yeah.
Because, you guys might think, well, it's like a mouse controller. Yes, name me all the other video game controllers that play like a mouse.
Exactly. Come on. Like I said, you got to go back and forth. Unplug one, plug in the other. Unplug one, unplug in the other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a mouse and a game controller all in one. So, yes, that is innovative.
Yeah. So, shut up.
Yeah.
Now we just got to wait until the April 2nd Direct.
2nd.
Which ought to be interesting. It should be. That's what really is going to get people excited. I think when you see the games and their knockouts, when you actually get to see, because you guys, when people first saw Mario Odyssey for the Switch, they weren't really that impressed. When they got to actually see Mario Odyssey, they were blown away.
Exactly. The same thing with it. I think the new Mario Kart game looks amazing.
It does, but, right now people are like, well, it just looks like Mario Kart 8. It's Mario Kart.
It's a kart racing game.
Right. You don't know what it's going to be like yet.
No.
My God, you people give me such a freaking headache.
No. The desert world that they show looked humongous. Because I love Mario Kart, but the tracks do seem kind of closed down like a regular race. This thing was sprawled out. I was like...
It looks like Forza Racing with carts.
And there's going to be tons of secret levels, secret exits. I mean, the gameplay is just going to be off the roof with this thing.
Yeah, see, you guys don't see the big picture. But sometimes I just think, like Sean said, some of you all are Sony ponies.
Yeah, that's all they are.
You just want to dim the excitement, because I agree with a lot of people. The Switch 2 is really going to run away with this generation. And Sony or Microsoft will struggle to keep up. One of them definitely will.
Sorry, Sony ponies, y'all lost. Nintendo won the 9th generation, and Nintendo started the 10th. Not Sony. Nintendo started the 10th generation. Get over it.
Yeah, this is the start of the 10th generation.
Yep.
And the Switch 2 is going to be humongous. Some people worried, like, how's it going to do? Oh, shut up. When you see the new Mario game and the new Mario Kart, a new Zelda game and, Animal Crossing and stuff, it's got 100 million in the bag, so, y'all just, one person, it's basically the Wii U 3, and I was like, you can't even troll right, idiot. If you're gonna do that, it should have been the Wii U 2, like the Wii U Part 2, but this doofus couldn't even troll right. So, just stop. Some of you are you're still butthurt. 8 years later, you're still anal hurt that you were wrong about the Switch.
What are you talking about 8 years later? Talk about, 30, 40 years later? Nintendo taking out the blood in Mortal Kombat. Yes, folks, these are the same 5-year-old Generation Xers who live in their mother's basement. Oh, darn you, Nintendo, for doing that. We'll never forgive you.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's who it is, too.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying there's still a group out there who are so upset that they thought they were so arrogant and thought the Switch was going to bomb. Yep. That Nintendo was going to be forced to be a third party. And after that didn't happen, they've just been, and now they're starting again with the Switch 2, and I'm like, what's going to happen when this thing sells about 120, 30 million, who knows? What then? Well, it'll be the third one, over 120, 30 million. It'll be that fourth one, damn it! It's the Switch 4 and stuff, and I'm just sitting there like, you guys are just pathetic. Get a grip. You lost. You were wrong about what the Switch was going to do. And yes, for the other ones, who are the Gen Xers who are crybabies still over Nintendo taking out the blood in Mortal Kombat, Sean and I are doing a video about all the times Sony has censored games. Believe me, it's a long list.
They did it exclusively a lot more than what Nintendo has.
Yeah. So knock it off. So I can't wait to see the games. Now that the system is out of the way, good God, you stupid leakers can stop now. Let's focus on the games. Let's focus on what will come to the Switch 2, what may come to the Switch 2. Heck, I'll take game speculation now. I would rather have the game rumors and stuff than basically that system was shown before Nintendo wanted it shown. You guys were punishing Nintendo for not showing it when you wanted them to. And I hope all the people who leaked it, I hope you face severe penalties.
I do too. It was very childish. Because why did they want it revealed so quickly, Sean? They wanted it revealed before the holiday seasons. We don't want the Switch to beat the PS2 in sales. Jim Ryan, where are you to jack up the numbers again?
I'm just waiting because the Switch is supposed to be at over 150 million already. It's supposed to be at 157 million by the fall. And when it gets to 159 million by the end of the year, old Jim Ryan will come out there. It's actually 165 million. Bye. But anyway, again, the comments are, if you go to Nintendo Life, you're going to see the expected comments from people. I think some are just critical Nintendo fans who are just never happy. The others are just Sony ponies. Me, I'm really excited. I thought the trailer, while I do wish there had been more games, really, Nintendo wanted to make this different from the Switch 1 reveal. And it
was very different.
Yeah, and I know Sean doesn't like the logo, but I like it because it's compact and tells you what you need to know.
Actually, I don't think it does. Because the video game audience, yes. But there's going to be a lot of casual people. Look at that. They updated the Joy-Con controllers, Nintendo Switch did. And I don't want what happened with the Wii U to happen to the Switch 2.
That's not going to be the same thing.
Well, I hope not.
No, I know not, because number one, Nintendo controls the message now. You got to remember, they didn't even talk about this, the Wii U, really. They just, I love Nintendo, but they were partially to blame for that. Some. It was the media. See, now the media can't lie about it. People can just go to YouTube now. Just about everybody has a smartphone now. See, this is a different world from 2011. And now, like at the end of the video, it specifically shows Nintendo Switch 2. You'd pretty much have to be a moron not to know that. And it's just, again, I think when you look at the stand or the controller that, the placeholder controller, or whatever that you attach the Joy-Cons to so you can play it like a regular controller. They wanted to be able to fit the logo neatly in there. So, yeah, it's just, it's compact, and to me it gets the message across. You have to see it with the machine and stuff in order for it to actually make sense. That's just how I feel, and not the same person. He can disagree if he wants, but I like the logo. I think it's neat, compact, and I like it.
I just hope the general audience don't get confused by it. And trust me, folks, we're talking about majority of American people not only voting for Trump, but when A&W Root Beer announced their
yeah, I remember, a sandwich they did, I forgot.
And they actually thought it was smaller than McDonald's Quarter Pounder. It was actually bigger.
Yeah,
general public worries me greatly.
Well, I think the trailer, though, being the Switch 2, the system is bigger, and I do think there's enough here to make people go, oh, this is not the Switch 1, this is a new Switch. But I understand Sean's worries because, trust me, folks, people are pretty stupid.
They are. I mean, look at the two Joy-Cons, and then the number 2. Right below with the word Nintendo Switch. There'll be people like, how do we know this is not like the Wii U, an upgrade or something, Why doesn't it say Nintendo Switch 2?
Don't put that in their head, please don't.
I know, but that's what a lot of people will be like.
I don't think so. Like I said, I think Nintendo already made that clear that this is the Switch 2. I think if Nintendo Directs had been around before the Wii U, the messaging would have been much better. So I think this is a different time and era, but I understand your concerns, though, because people really are stupid.
They are.
I don't want to hear anybody defend. If you vote for a guy like Donald Trump, you deserve to be called stupid.
Yeah, because, remember, folks, watch out for all those Haitians that are eating your cats and dogs.
Yeah. So I can understand Sean being like, no, Nintendo, don't do it.
I just don't want it to hurt the Switch, too.
Yeah, I don't either, I do. I understand where Sean's coming from because, you're just sitting there like, oh, Nintendo, don't have too much faith in the public. They don't deserve it.
No, they don't. Actually, they don't.
What a Nintendo thing to do, to shadow drop the biggest video game announcement of the year.
Well, there's going to be an official announcement April 2nd.
Well, yeah, Nintendo's never announced a Direct this early before, God love you, Nintendo, This is me, Michelle and Tackett.
And this is Sean.
Have a good day, folks. Thank you for staying to the end of the video and watching it. If you like all of our videos, note to join our other social medias like TikTok, Discord, Reddit, Instagram, Thread, X, and our WordPress blog. You can also support us by joining Patreon for as little as $1 a month, where you will get exclusive content, uncut videos, behind the scenes, watch that trailer, Jack's joke of the week, and my sports input. If you join the $25 tier, I will send you an autographed copy of The Buzzies for free. If you love horror movies and independent content, we're a great place to come and visit because we love supporting other independent creators and stuff. When you support us, you're supporting people who do all of this by ourselves. Me, Michelle, I'm the editor, I'm the director of the videos, I'm the producer, Sean's the executive producer and content creator. So thank you everybody, and please look into supporting our Patreon as it really does help out. Just $1 a month. Thank you and have a wonderful day.